Hey everyone, welcome to Coffee and Crafting. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lori and welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I have 15 new spring and Easter decor DIYs using Dollar Tree items. These are easy to make and will be a beautiful addition to your home for spring. So if you like home projects, thrift makeovers, and easy to make home decor all on a budget, then I hope you will consider to subscribe to my channel and join my DIY family. So grab a coffee or your favorite drink and let's start. For this DIY, I have some wood eggs from the Dollar Tree and a piece of decoupage paper that I had on hand. I glued the eggs to the paper using a glue stick.
All I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you.
After the glue dried, I cut the eggs and sanded the excess paper using a sanding block. I poked a hole through the paper at the top of the egg. I had some wood beads that were already painted from a different DIY that I'm reusing. I stringed the beads on a piece of jute twine, then an egg, continuing the process until the eggs and the beads were on the twine. This was an easy and simple DIY to do, and the eggs can be reused next year for a different DIY. I love making garlands for different holidays. They're a nice addition to a shelf or fireplace mantle. For this DIY, I have some wood carrots from the Dollar Tree. I painted the bottom with the pumpkin chalk paint from Waverly. And the tops with the moss chalk paint from Waverly. I have a wood hanging plaque from Walmart. I glued the carrots on the wood plaque. I glued pieces of greenery on the top of the carrots.
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
And to finish this easy DIY, I made a bow with jute twine and glued them on each of the carrots. This was another easy DIY that can be used in spring to hang on a door or wall. I think it's cute, and I will be hanging this in my greenhouse with my plants. For this DIY, I have a shadow box I had on hand. It had a paper picture on it and I had removed it. I sanded the top with a sanding block to make it smooth. I painted the top part only with the moss chalk paint from Waverly. I have a wood bunny from the Dollar Tree that I stained with the early American wood stain from Minwax. I brushed DIY white wax on the bunny and wiped off the excess. I brushed DIY white wax on the box and wiped off the excess for a whitewashed look. I glued the bunny on the top of the box. I cut pieces of jute twine and put them together, making a simple bow. I glued the bow in the center below the bunny ears. And to finish this DIY, I glued a carrot from the Dollar Tree on the side by the bunny. This bunny box turned out adorable. It was simple and easy to make and looks sweet on my shelf in the kitchen. For this DIY, I have a mini cloche from the Dollar Tree. I painted the base with the moss chalk paint from Waverly and gave it 2 coats of paint. I have a glass candlestick from the Dollar Tree. I painted the candlestick with the moss chalk paint and gave it 2 coats of paint.
Just the 2 of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright.
I glued the base of the cloche to the candlestick. I added a mini ceramic bunny in the center of the base and added reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree around the bunny. I placed the top onto the base and pushed the reindeer moss inside. I have a wood bead. I painted it with the moss chalk paint. When it dried, I glued it on top of the cloche. And to finish this DIY, I wrapped a piece of twine around the bead and made a bow.
Just the two of us and we could stay up all night.
This turned out so adorable and pretty. I love this one. It's a nice addition to my kitchen hutch. Let me know in the comments what you think of this one. For this DIY, I have a wood crate from the Dollar Tree. I painted the crate with the ivory chalk paint from Waverly.
Staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand.
I have an IOD mold. I'm going to use the IOD air dry clay to form the bunny. I brushed baking soda in the mold, then added the clay, using my fingers to remove the excess. The baking soda helps to remove the clay much easier. I used wood glue to glue the bunny on the front of the crate. I brushed antique wax from Waverly on the crate and bunny, wiping off the excess. The wax highlighted the bunny perfectly. I have a Happy Easter sign I got on clearance at Walmart last year. I removed the bow and glued the egg to the back of the crate. I cut different strips of ribbon and crisscrossed them, tying them in the center with a piece of jute twine to make a messy bow.
inside the noise, I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
I trimmed the ends and tied the bow at the top of the egg.
I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you want.
I added 2 greenery balls that I had in my stash into the crate and added 2 grapevine carrots from Walmart inside the crate. I love this Easter box. The colors are vibrant and you can add candy to the box instead if you want it. I think this is so cute and perfect for a coffee table or as a gift to someone. For this DIY, I have an egg reef from the Dollar Tree and some rope. I glued the end of the rope together to the string of rope, if that makes sense. I wrapped the rope around the egg reef until it was completely covered. have a sweet love sign from the Dollar Tree. I removed the hanger and glued the sign to the egg reef. I made 2 bows with ribbon from the Dollar Tree and glued them at the top of the sign to cover the holes from the hanger.
Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything.
I glued a piece of rope on the back of the hanger.
Yes, I can be here with you. Everything.
And this sweet egg reef is hanging on my front door for spring and Easter. I think it's adorable. It was easy and simple to put together. For this DIY, I have a wood bowl from the thrift store. I painted the bowl with 2 coats of the ivory chalk paint from Waverly.
I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope.
I added the Lilas Blanc transfer from the IOD transfer book. I used the tool it comes with and rubbed the transfer on the side of the bowl.
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
And to finish this quick DIY, I gave the bowl a good coat of the DIY Big Top to seal the paint. I added material carrots from the Dollar Tree inside the bowl for spring. I will be able to use this bowl all year round. It's sitting on the tray on my hutch. This was an easy makeover, and I love the elegant farmhouse look it has. For this DIY, I have a tin can I used from another DIY. I painted the can with the linen white chalk paint from Rust-Oleum. I have a piece of linen fabric. I stamped bunny bait on the fabric with stamps from Hobby Lobby. When the paint dried, I used DIY dark wax on the can, wiping off the excess. I glued the fabric in the center of the can. I placed a piece of floral foam inside the can and moss as a filler. I added 2 carrots from the Dollar Tree inside the moss and added reindeer moss on the top. I glued a flower on the fabric and added a wood bunny on the top of the can. I think this turned out adorable. It was easy to make and it's perfect for a tier tray or shelf. Let me know in the comments what you think of this one. For this DIY, I have a wood tray from the Dollar Tree. I've never seen these there before, so I was really excited to find them. I painted the tray with the ivory chalk paint from Waverly.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely, I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone.
I have a boxwood mat from Walmart. I cut a piece to fit the tray.
'Cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back. Oh, oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart
I added carrots from the Dollar Tree and a bunny. And that was it for this simple but still cute carrot tray DIY.
All I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is.
The best part is these pieces can be reused for other DIYs next year, as there was no glue involved. Let me know what you think of this tray. For this DIY, I have a tin bucket from the Dollar Tree. I gave it 2 coats of the linen white chalk paint from Rust-Oleum.
I've seen many places where the beauty never ends. Different cities, friendly faces, and perhaps I'm going back.
I have a beautiful piece of decoupage paper from Decoupage Queen, and I'll leave in the description where I purchased my decoupage paper and some of the other items.
Cause the thing is, I've got more love here than I can bear.
I cut out one of the pictures and brushed the DIY liquid patina on the bucket, placing the paper on top. I sealed it with a coat of the liquid patina.
I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold, no matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, I'm always feeling homesick.
I brushed antique wax from Waverly on the bucket around the picture and wiped off the excess for a distressed look.
This is where my heart is. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Looking for my mother's eyes as I'm staying close to the mirror. A lock of gold.
And to finish this DIY, I added 3 material carrots from Walmart inside the bucket.
Upon my heart as her, she was a believer. Sometimes I can feel her arms.
This is so pretty with the bunny and the duckling. This would be great to fill with Easter eggs and given as a gift or sitting on a table. For this DIY, I have a hanging planter box from the thrift store. I gave it 2 coats of the ivory chalk paint from Waverly.
Me as forever. Time changes everything and every
I cut another picture from the decoupage paper of 2 bunnies. I sprayed water on the paper and used my fingers to remove the edges. I brushed DIY liquid patina on the front of the planter and placed the paper on top. I added lots of floral foam inside the container as a filler. I added reindeer moss on top with 2 bottle brush carrots from the Dollar Tree. This container was another easy, simple makeover. It's sweet and could be used all spring, and then add flowers in the summer to it. For this DIY, I have a package of carrot and bunny fabric gift bags from the Dollar Tree. I filled the bags with stuffing from an old pillow and tied the string at the top. I placed the carrots and the bunny bags in a bowl, and that was it for this simple, cute DIY that is sitting on my kitchen counter for Easter. For this DIY, I have a bunny decor piece from the dollar store. I removed the Happy Easter and the bunny's eye.
Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight.
I sanded the bunny and painted the bunny with 2 coats of the linen white chalk paint from Rust-Oleum, along with the stand.
Give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now, just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. Us by a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm on.
I had a metal ear piece from another decor piece. I glued it on the bunny's ear and glued the eye back on. I glued the carrots on the bottom of the bunny and moss on the stand and the bottom of the carrots. And that is it for this simple, easy DIY. I transformed the bunny to my style, and these bunnies could be decorated in so many different ways and will still be cute as the original. For this DIY, I have some foam eggs from the Dollar Tree. I painted the eggs with the celery, ballet slipper, and pool chalk paint from Waverly. I placed them on the stick and then in a piece of floral foam to keep them in place while I painted the eggs. It made it much easier to do.
Won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my...
I have a mini wood basket that I used on Valentine's Day for hearts. I removed all of the embellishments and painted the basket with the celery chalk paint from Waverly.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, the sky is falling down. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word.
I glued mini flowers on each side of the handles on the basket.
To the ones who lost their hope. You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with
I placed moss from the Dollar Tree inside the basket. I placed the eggs in the basket and added a bunny from a garland from the Dollar Tree inside the basket.
dreaming of you. 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 What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
This basket turned out so sweet. I love the spring colors, and this is perfect to place on a tier tray, shelf, or a small table. Let me know in the comments what you think of this one. For this DIY, I have a wood house from the Dollar Tree that I painted with the linen white chalk paint from Rust-Oleum. I have a bunny garland from the Dollar Tree. I cut the black and white buffalo check bunny and glued it inside the house at the top. I glued reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree at the bottom of the house. I glued 4 mini wood carrots from the Dollar Tree that I had painted with the pumpkin and moss chalk paint from Waverly on the reindeer moss.
Just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you do.
And to finish this easy DIY, I glued a twine bow on the bunny to cover the hole.
There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. Going crazy for you. I feel like the ocean. I can see
This bunny house turned out adorable. It was easy to make and is a great addition to a shelf or tier tray. Let me know which DIY was your favorite. I hope I inspired you today with some new ideas for your spring and Easter decor this year. I want to thank everyone for joining me today, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. So until then, have a beautiful day, and bye for now.
I'm falling, and when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing.